Под этим солнцем и небом я горячо приветствую тебя, дорогой друг. И мы продолжаем проходить Вампир на сложном уровне сложности. Последний раз мы остановились на 3-й главе. Точнее, когда прошли 2-ю, начали 3-ю. Почему в одном он показывает, что это для задания требуется, и предлагает мне его разобрать одновременно? Бальзам, сон, бору. Немного это непонятно. Обычно хлам он предлагает разобрать. И кольцо он не видит почему, которое надо разобрать. Очень интересно и непонятно. Так, Эдгар Усонси о крови Резвана Васса.
I cannot enter.
К тебе мы еще сходим. Давайте прошвырнемся по больнице. Посмотрим, у кого какие болезни, поможем народу.
The pain. There again.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Сейчас сразу-то на разу.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
You disgust on every street corner.
Здоровый. Здоровый, что вы тут вообще делаете? А потом удивляется, коек не хватает.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Так и не появилась пока еще.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Ничем не больна.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Воу-воу. Тише будь.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my
Давай.
powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Ну, как бы да.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Прям вот так вот. Где ложное расследование? Или пока я с Соунски не поговорю, не откроются другие. Ладно.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want...
Так.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems...
My mother just wants the best for me.
Pembroke Hospital...
It's not me you have to convince.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Не, ну как расследование? Это причина следствия. Искать этому солнце. Ну ладно, так, Соузи. Что поделать? Воу. Дорогой доктор Соунси, считаю своим долгом сообщить о своих спасениях относительно случая с доктором Торос Трикендом и Харви Финдексом, мистер Фидика. Госпитализация с тяжелой производственной травмой. Если не провести правильный курс лечения, он может лишиться руки. Доктор Стрикленд утверждает, что хирургическое вмешательство может полностью исцелить Фидика. А я заявляю, что рука может навсегда лишиться многих функций, если возникнут осложнения. Наш юный коллега, смелый и одаренный хирург, и через несколько лет он возможно, станет превосходным специалистом, но сейчас он не обладает необходимыми навыками для проведения такой рискованной операции. Должен ли я напомнить вам об ошибках, которые он совершал в прошлом, поскольку доктор Стрикленд отказывается меня слушать, я настолько рекомендую вам запретить ему проведение столь опасного эксперимента. С уважением, доктор Уэнри Эйкворт.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Печаль, беда. Все же, где... Почему нет задания про ложь эту?
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Можно сказать, частично ты в этом виноват. Хотя, конечно, с другой стороны, если подумать, то никто его и не учил контролировать свой кровь, свои желания. И поэтому виноват ли он или нет. Так, я ухожу оттуда, нам не сюда. Назад. здесь там матерые уже ребята, смотрю. Отказ. Забываю. Нифига не пиздят. Прям уверен, как идет. Я, конечно, понимаю, что ты вампир, но не бессмертный, в конце концов. Но стало попроще довольно. Подзаточил оружейки и попроще. Ух ты, порядком выше народ стоит. Ну и что у нас здесь произойдет? Сестра станет тоже вампиром.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Somebody help! What do you want?
Пиздец. Нет. Я жив.
What do you want?
Да, вот это точно она. Не, опять же.
Somebody!
Они же тоже вампиры. Ед, ты мать.
Somebody help!
Врагу не сдается наш гордый варяг.
What do you want? Somebody help!
А тот был первее.
Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want?
Как я так?
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help!
Так, контратаком ты что, не обучен, что ли?
Who are you? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help!
Ну, он наносит урон, я не могу.
What do you want?
Что за хуйня?
Somebody help! What do you want?
И после вот всего увиденного тебя не будет смущать, что я к тебе лезу, да? Главное общаться уметь.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Че, не медосмотр, ничего, нельзя? Чем ты тут занималась? У меня вопрос возникает. По-моему, ты не... Фига не это... не страшнее тех ребят. Точнее, те ребят не страшнее тебя. Тоже та еще. Феробора. А там еще ребята, да? Ай, да сюда, чё? Да еп. До свидания. Да чё? Как? Как не сработало? Это я мой косяк. Вот он я, вот и это моя. Я надеюсь, сейчас Даутов спасать не надо будет второй раз. Все так же проканает, как и с братьями этими Карамазовыми. Да, вдова цела. Все хорошо, ничем не болеет. Все прекрасно. Еще половина вот этих бы, которых я убил бы, оставить, не воскресить было бы точно. Отлично. Конечно. Либо я к вам приспосабливаться начал, либо вы мне реально доставать уже начали. Либо то и то. Ну, пошли. За мной, бомжи. Да. Прискорбно, прискорбно. Интересно, когда я оцепенение кидаю, объять можно или нет? Если да, то это тогда как оглушение тоже. Ну, в принципе, я же как оглушение. Надо попробовать. Я только сейчас прочитал, что надо незаметно побывать на похоронах Мэри. Прям стелс-операция сейчас проходит. По кладбищу на ушах. Нормально. До свидания. Кстати, вот на нем мы и проверим. Ну-ка. Стоямба. Нет? Ну ладно. тебя дохуя поверили. Здравствуй, здравствуй, не хотел с тобой возиться, но раз ты уж так настаиваешь. Да что ты... Да. Как сказал бы Евгений, нихуя непонятно, но очень интересно. В смысле? Да со своими... Почему их атаки проходят, мои нет? Что, блять, за хуйня? Да ладно. Я бы не был столь уверен в этой надписи. Помню, в какой-то серии Том и Джерри было. Том после взрыва, заваленный кирпичами, рожу свою вытаскивает. Не верьте этому. Вот что-то в этом духе. Ей-богу. Я же нажал уклониться, что тебе не нравится? Ну, здоровье установил, молодец. Все нормально, там просто вампир. Я тут мимо прохожу, не обращай на меня внимания. Все нормально.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
I wish the tears would come. But I'm empty. And I feel a hypocrite.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan. Don't smother it. What you feel is your humanity. Don't be so quick to lose it.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What shall I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
А как же святая земля, кресты, все дела, распятие. Ну, как говорится, лук хотя бы не люди. Противно, но тем не менее эффективно.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Сейчас я не понял, так это и есть тот, кто нас обратил или нет? Но если он и голос у нас в голове сейчас звучал, значит выходит, что это он. Преподобный Кейн.
Not a safe place right now, sir. I'd head back if I were you. Crawl back to the hell that...
Не будем сражаться с более сильными, не научимся ничему. Зря рано. Зачем тебя оглушить, проще, не знаю, убить.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Вот я и удивляюсь, как ты собираешься в церковь-то идти. Если тут тебя священник распятием оглушает. Да, бля. А это сейчас что было? Чесночная сыворотка или какая-нибудь дымовая? Я бы сказал проще, чем вы думаете, на самом-то деле. А епископа не будет в этот раз, что ли? Ну ладно. как в той песне. Ты не пришла, и Бог с тобой. Как будто нет другой такой. Ну главное, что с епископами его ловили, они могут оглушать.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
И все?
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I'll never know what goes on in that place. But as long as people are getting better, I'll stop investigating her.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Возможно.
Best stay back, sir. Step away!
Вы каждую ночь будете воскресать, что ли? Вы не лучше вампиров. Я же вас убил. Что за блядство? О, вы еще уровень подняли. Понятно, это уже другие. Вперед. Прикольно. Я-то думал, это те же стоят. А вось и ныне там. Не, по мирному нельзя, да? Ну пробежал рядом с вами человек. Ну чё сразу, да, вампир. Стопудово я дему. В смысле, у меня полный был баг. Бесишь. А если я прокачиваться не буду, у них уровень расти будет, нет? Иди ты в задницу. Попробуй догони.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Да не, чувак, все нормально.
Die, vermin!
Кто бы сомневался. Зачем простые-то люди есть? По ощущению, будто одни охотники по улицам ходят.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Это что за еще за олень?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Прям...
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Прям помог так помог. А. Сложный рецепт, написанный на клочке бумаги. Нужно... Где хапанул, не помню. Головная боль, мигрень, неврология легкие. Короче, здесь сердце, легкие, голова.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan.
Ты смотри, по ебальнику дать
This
могу.
is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Давайте повысим уровень. И на сегодня, пожалуй, мы закончим. Зачем все? Ладно, дорогой друг, я не буду тебя мучить. Я прокачаю это все сам. И завтра мы продолжим с того, что пойдем и разберемся с этим бандитом, которого мы привезли сюда. Не хворай, не болей, до новых встреч. Буду ждать тебя здесь. Удачи.